get unless they have, women working for them. I mean, women think very differently about risk, which can help a company assess whether or not they should take A, B, or C path, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so having a woman in the room when you're making strategic decisions about the direction of a company would be critical for the company to, have guidance and, have an understanding of, we really never thought of it from that way. Let's take this into consideration before we make this major decision to switch this particular thing. So internal diversity is definitely critical. But I also think that when you talk about supplier diversity, you have to educate people that work at a company to encourage their company to buy supplies and services from women-owned businesses and underrepresented businesses that include, what I said earlier, LGBTQT, African-American-owned businesses, Latino and Latina-owned businesses. I mean, people inside a company have to push for that as well. That includes men who work inside the companies have to start asking their companies to buy goods and services for women-owned businesses. I mean, how do you get to the place of, a person that works at a company to start making a demand on their company? I want to see more women-owned businesses supplying to this company. For example, Starbucks, right? So Starbucks has a supplier diversity program, and there are women-owned businesses that supply food products to their stores across the United States. Somebody at Starbucks made a decision, we're going to be increasing our diverse suppliers of, our snacks that we're selling in our stores or some of our products. I mean, somebody made the decision. We need to find out, how do you get to people that make those kinds of decisions? Because that's going to transform the country. Because when you start having large corporations like Apple and Google and Starbucks and McDonald's and the Walmarts of the world and the Coca-Colas and the General Motors, when they start recognizing the extreme value of working with diverse suppliers, those diverse suppliers not only can transform their families from the work that they get from those large companies that they earn, but they can also be a model in their communities and transform communities, which means that other people see the success that family is having with their business, doing business with a company like General Motors. And then that transformed their minds around, oh my gosh, this company's doing business with this minority, this underrepresented family, which means that, what? I actually might want to buy a car from General Motors now, because they're really putting, effort into helping these communities and families thrive. And it's beyond hiring an underrepresented person to work there. It's really about deciding, my big, giant, large corporation is investing in the wealth development of that minority-owned business. And that's really critical. If you have a company that decides that not only are they going to build their own wealth, but they're going to help build the wealth of an underrepresented business owner, that's a huge, huge mind shift in my estimation, because that's the place that I think America's been the greatest, is helping, businesses and entrepreneurs succeed, to help them win. That's how we've built the country, by businesses building themselves up and helping employ people and making things better in communities and neighborhoods and building infrastructure. So, I don't know how to get to that place.